I came here for GP training because I wanted somewhere where I'd get a really good breadth of training in a smaller hospital. So came from a big city, really big hospital where kind of GP training maybe not such a big focus. So came partly for the training and then I guess partly for the way of life. We'd lived in Australia and got really into kind of being a bit more outdoors. So rather than kind of city life and urban living, we'd got more used to being outdoors, getting to the coast, and we wanted a bit more of that. So moved from the Midlands down here so that we could be outdoors a little bit more. People think of Somerset, they think of Somerset levels, maybe they think of flooding, they think of Glastonbury and, Glastonbury Tor, but Somerset's much more varied than that. Yes, the levels are a big part of it, but as you move out, you've got a number of really beautiful hill ranges. Somerset's got a lovely coast up in West Somerset, but we're also in really easy reach of the coast down at Devon and Dorset, so, wild swimming is quite big. Got a number of colleagues who will go and hit the beach after work and get a swim in, or certainly down there with the kids at the weekend. So.
Look, I guess it's really hard because you don't want to compare to other places, and I'm sure people have wonderful family lives who live elsewhere as well. But for me, my kids go to a lovely school, got lovely friends. They can be outside, there's lots of kind of safe, open spaces for them to play. And, I think that's really important for me, being able to get to, the coast easily at the weekend for your day, or even, quite often, my birthday's in the summer, so we quite often pick the kids up from school on my birthday and go down to the beach for fish and chips for tea. And, being able to do that, being able to do that really easily, but at the same time, not living in a really touristy place. So I know that there's places where that's much more accessible. If you live, in Cornwall or down in the south of Devon, you've got that on your doorstep and you can walk there, which is great. But then it also becomes super busy in the summer. Whereas I kind of feel like I've got the best of both because I can get there really easily, but I don't have to be overwhelmed in the summer. So, it works really well for me.